Today is payday, so let's budget my bi-weekly paycheck using the cashless budgeting system. Let's get right into it. Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Nikki. If you are returning, and welcome back. Now, I've been doing a series on how to make money on social media. So now that that is out of the way, I could go ahead and post my bi-weekly paycheck budget routine video. Now, I actually was paid on November 21st. 2025, and I am super late with filming the video, but I wanted to do the how I got paid or how I get paid on social media videos first and get those out of the way. So let's go ahead and turn to our budget workbook and turn to our paycheck budget, because you know your girl, even though your girl didn't post a video, the work is actually done. So I'm going to pop up on the screen my budget worksheet, and basically we're going to be going over it line item by line item, and I'm going to be sharing with you how I actually budget out my paycheck and, you know, just giving you tips and stuff like that. So I start off with my paycheck budget worksheet, and I start off with the date. So like I just said before, I was actually paid on November 21st, 2025, and then I come down to the income section. So I start off with whatever was remaining in my checking account, which I budgeted the lowest amount. So the lowest amount, of course, is $0, but I actually got paid, or I actually had left in there $744.28. Then I go ahead and budget out my second paycheck. So I am paid bi-weekly. This month I got paid 2 times. This is my second paycheck. I'm budgeting it at $2,000. I meant to put $2,100 because lately I have been getting paid $2,100. So I actually got paid $2,124.40. So like I said before, I've been getting paid around the $2,100 mark. So moving forward, I'm going to be budgeting at $2,100 as my lowest amount. Now, I put side hustle, but this is just basically my content creator income that I actually got paid this pay period. Since it did fall around the time that I actually got paid, I just combined everything together so I can actually break down how I actually separate my content creator money from my regular full-time job money. And so you know, so I can kind of explain how I do that stuff as well. So the lowest amount from side hustle is $0, and this pay period, or this week rather, because I didn't even include the previous week now that I'm thinking about it. But this week I actually got paid $907. So that brings me to a total income this pay period of $3,768.75, and that's a lot of money. Like, wouldn't you want to have this type of money as well? So that's why I be saying, like, y'all tap into this content creation stuff. Like, even just the $900, that could be somebody's car payment. That can be half of your rent. That can be half of your mortgage. You know what I'm saying? Like, any little bit counts. Any little bit helps. At least this can be you starting your savings account as well, or your emergency fund. So now I come down to where I actually plan out this money. How do I know where this money is going to go? On my monthly calendar portion, I write out all of my bills on my calendar portion. This tells me exactly what bills are due and how much those bills are. Majority of my bills are the same thing over and over and over. That's how I know exactly how much it's gonna be. Sometimes I don't know the exact amount. Like recently, I didn't even know that my phone bill had went down or whatever. I used to budget $175, but lately these last 2 months my phone bill has been around $144. So now I'm gonna start budgeting that amount, or $145 for my budget for my phone bill, and now I can take that $50 and use that $50 somewhere else. So on my calendar portion, I have different colors on there by the paychecks, basically. So everything that you see in blue is taken care of with the previous paycheck in October. Everything in pink is taken care of with the paycheck on November 7th. Everything in purple is going to be taken care of with this paycheck that we're going to be budgeting out right now. And that's basically everything that I have written out on my paycheck budget worksheet. So you see retirement, investing, Roth IRA, aftercare for my son, short-term disability, aftercare again for my son, and then we're rolling over to December's bills and expenses, because that was all of the expenses for November. but I'm not getting paid again until the 5th of December. So I got to take care of those bills that's going to be coming out at the beginning of the month. So for me, I like to take care of my mortgage and my utilities at the beginning of the month, and I transfer that money into a joint checking account where all of the bills and expenses, where all of the mortgage and utilities actually come out of that account. So not all of the bills for the house is due on the 1st of the month. It's just that's when I like to have my money over there. So that way I know at the beginning of the month, all of my bills are taken care of for this house. I don't have to worry about my lights being off. I don't have to worry about my water being off. I don't have to worry about cable being off or internet being off, because I already know the money is sitting over there in the account just waiting for the payment to actually be due and for the company to snatch that money out of that account. Now, so I'm putting aside $17.50 for the mortgage and utilities, and then $13 for life insurance. So those are the only two payments that come out around the time that I'm not paid in the month of December. So the total for that is $2,419.68. Now I'm still gonna have to have food and gas and stuff like that. Those are like necessities as well. I give myself $60 a week to fill up on gas. So gas, that's gonna be $120, and then food, I'm doing $100. I'm thinking that I may not need a whole lot of food for this month or whatever, because we're already cutting it close. We're already at the end of the month. I'm probably already over my budget, if I'm being honest. Yes, I'm already $78 over my budget. However, that money is in an account with other things, and I'm not over on the other things, so it kind of like just balances itself out. I know y'all always hear me talk about that I ate up the budget, that I went over the budget when it comes to the food and stuff like that, but I have my money in separate accounts. I have my spending money with my spending money, and I have my variable expenses such as my food, my gas, and stuff like that in another account. I have my savings in a high yield savings account. I have my mortgage and utilities in a separate checking account. So even though I be wanting to stay within this certain amount when it comes to this food, even if it's $500 over there, a lot of times this is what happened. I have $500 over there, and I may say, okay, well, I only want to do $300 for food or whatever like that, but I may go over, but I know that it's money over there anyway. So that's why I don't really stress when it comes to it, because I just want to be disciplined with with the amount that I'm actually spending on food, so that I can do other things with that money. But in all honesty, I love the system that I actually have set up. I love having my money in separate accounts. I love just seeing the money grow and grow and grow. I love seeing that, okay, even though I go over on the food category, okay, I did give myself $500 for fun money, and I didn't go over that, or I didn't. So for instance, let me just read off my spreadsheet. So for this month, I gave myself $400 for shopping, and I've only spent $273.99 on shopping. Now, I also gave myself $400 for Black Friday shopping. I don't think that I'm going to spend $400 on Black Friday shopping, but it's the stuff like that. Like, I'm putting money aside for different things, and those different things that I budget for, I don't hit those goals. So it's just like, okay, well, that $78.20 that I went over, let's just go ahead and take it away from the shopping. So instead of me spending $400 on Black Friday shopping, I got to bring that down to maybe $3 something. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I don't really stress over that type of stuff, because I know that the money sitting in the account is really just for spending. It's for the food, it's for the gas, it's for my miscellaneous spending and stuff like that. And when that money goes empty, then I know, hey, girl, you can't be getting no frappes, you can't be getting no smoothie bowls and stuff like that, although I didn't buy all those type of things, but you get what I'm saying. So with the gas and the food included in the budget, that brings my total to $2,639.68. But we are not done there yet, because now I want to take out the money that I made from content creation, because I don't pay bills with my content creation money. I don't use that money to put in for my gas or for my food or anything like that. I take that money out and I separate it, and then I break that money into 4 different parts. So I give 25% to savings. I give 25% to the bills that I actually, have accumulated with this content creator business, because at this point now it is a business. It's really officially a business, and I have business expenses I have to take care of it take care of with, I put 25% back into the business. So in order for me to like invest in myself, or I want to go buy equipment, or if I want to go buy some things that I want to share with my audience and stuff like that, and tell them what the new thing or the latest and greatest thing is, I can do that with 25% of their income, and then 25% of their income actually comes to me. And then that's where I actually use that money to either pay off debt or to save, or usually I do both. So that's how I do that. So that's where I'm taking out $907 out of this total, and I'm gonna put it into my content creator business account, because your girl have a business account now. I have a business account that money actually goes in there, and right when that money hit, I go ahead, I automatically take out 25% right away. So I'm happy that I'm actually doing that. And I'll keep y'all posted if that's gonna be enough or if it's not, but I do have a savings for my business as well. So just in case it does not be enough, it's 25% is not enough for me putting aside for taxes, then I also have a savings there too. So I don't just spend all of the money that I'm getting. I'm saving a portion of the money as well, just in case the taxes is not enough, because your girl do not want to pay out of pocket out of her own money for this stuff. So hopefully 25% is enough, and I won't owe at the end of the year or at the beginning of the year, whatever. I'll keep y'all posted on that when it's time to file taxes. Now, that brings my total to $3,539.75. Although all of this money is not spent, $900 is actually just taken out of this budget and transferred into my business account, which is not really transferred. The money is already over there. I just want to just include it in this budget so I can tell y'all how I actually do it. So now what I do is I take my income and I subtract all of the bills and expenses, and I do what is called a zero-based budget. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to have $0 in your account. It just means that you know where every single dollar is going. And since I've already taken care of the bills, since I've already taken care of the food and gas, which is the next important thing, which I've already taken care of the content creator money, and I've already shared with you how I actually break that down. The last thing is left for me to do is to spend some money. You get what I'm saying? So this is what I actually have for myself, $229 out of my paycheck to spend it however I want to spend it. And usually your girl spending it on food. Usually your girl is spending it on food or whatnot. And that is pretty much it. That's pretty much my budget on this bi-weekly paycheck. Y'all let me know in the comments any tips, any suggestions. I am open to anything and everything when it comes to this budget and stuff, because really I'm not new to it, but I'm still trying to figure out what I can do better. We always can do something better. So if you have any tips, any suggestions, let me know down below in the comment section, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.